Yeah, let's talk about fight last night. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to. Let's talk about, the review was kind of, we give reaction what the fighter said last night and a little bit more on the fight. If I can, I'll go live later tonight. Yeah, we did the reaction yesterday. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you missed that, I said that, I believe I said, because that was last night. I said that Devin did well, okay? And the only issue Devin had was trying to knock JoJo Diaz out and try to look for one punch. That was his detriment last night. Looking for one shot. That was his detriment. When he started looking for one shot, he started looking to knock out Joseph Diaz, he started getting hit. His defense started to become compromised. And that was the only bad thing about last night for him. And JoJo Diaz, he didn't quit. He just couldn't get off burst and length and height of Haney. And Haney had enough pop in his hands to deter him. If he didn't have no pop, he would just close the distance with no problem. But he couldn't. And Devin kept doing that clubbing shot over. He was gonna hurt his hand like that. So good that he cut that out. But other than that clubbing shot he was looking for and looking for one shot. Great night for him. And for JoJo, fought a dude with welterweight height and length. JoJo took a chance. And he said that Gary Russell's still the best fighter he's been in with hand speed and pop and all that. But he said, but Devin's still learning. That's what he said. Devin is still learning. And basically, Gary Russell was, he's a complete fighter. He's in 30s. So, of course, somebody in his late 30s or 30s compared to somebody in their early 20s, mid 20s, of course, he's going to be a more complete fighter. Gary Russell is an Olympian. He's a world champion, But he said that Joseph said he think that Devin will get more pop if he moved up and he worked on his legs more. He said he think the weight cut is depleting his power. Anything he said if he was able to get more work on his legs, probably squats, deadlifts, more weight training, that he would be stronger. You look at him, he's a welterweight, bro. 5'8", 72-inch arms. The thing about it is he trying to punch for power. Imagine if he just let his hands go like Gary Russell, how much more dangerous he would be, and he not trying to punch to hurt somebody. If you notice, he load up a little bit because he's trying to hurt somebody. Just let your hands go. Speed equal power. Velocity equal power. But he worked those angles last night. The only issues he has when he started to look for the knockout. For him, that jab should be constantly punching versus somebody like JoJo up and down to the chest. When he started looking for that one shot, he tried to knock him out. But, they had great respect for each other. And Joseph ended up calling out Ryan Garcia. And obviously Ryan going to want to try to one-up Devin Haney and try to knock out Ryan Garcia. Gonna try to knock out Joseph Diaz. But my thing is, honestly, JoJo a tough customer. His defense, he was able to cover up well. He did some things in there. Just for him, the jab should have been working. When you working inside, you got to work with the jab. You gotta be able to slip, and he didn't slip well enough. He waited for Haney to make mistakes, and Haney didn't make mistakes. Until he started loading up on one shot. That's what he was waiting on Haney to make mistakes. When Haney started loading up on one shot, he started leaning to one shot, and then he started leaning to JoJo lead hand, his left hook, and You know, he start compromising his defense. Let them punches flow. You know what I'm saying? Once you work those angles like Pacquiao wasn't hurt. When he went to 47, he wasn't trying to hurt guys with power. Pacquiao was hurting guys with punches they didn't see coming. The hand speed, the angles. And Devin Haney has the hand speed and angles last night. He was just looking to hurt his opponent. And, you know, forget being punches are born. Well, what ain't born is volume punches. He could have had a lot more volume had he just let his hands fly. Just let him go without thinking with power. That's what Pacquiao used to do. He wasn't trying to really hurt guys. And when he hurt guys, then, you know, he would, you know, just keep doing what he was doing. Keep chopping at the tree. Touch, 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 touch. Yeah, that's what he do. That's what Haney should do. You know, and Haney longer. So for guys to really touch Haney, they would have to take a chance to punch with Haney. He way more defensive responsible than Amir Khan. So all Khan would do it, but Khan would roll out the same way and roll out long. He would roll out all the way to the ropes. Then he'd jump back in, and guys was able to time him. But the way Haney turned him is tight. He been in that corner, tight. It's a tight. He's just use an angle like Pacquiao. He's tight, step over, boom, boom, boom. You know, I wouldn't even tell him mixing no hard shots. I just tell him boom, 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 work up and down. And then when we ain't turning them, we jabbing. You know, they was trying to bait him in with a shot. Bill told him to bait him in, and that's when he started getting touched. And I understand you want to make a statement. When you got Tank killing shit and everybody love knockouts. You know? But like I said last night, when you get on the elite level of boxing, knockouts stop. Ryan getting knockouts versus guys. When they start fighting top guys, you ain't gonna get knockouts. You see TL Lomachenko, TL Camboso. When they start fighting elite level guys who are veteran savvy, they won't happen. It won't happen. But they was asking Mickey Bay, who shout out to the Bay brothers. They was working Devin corner last night, and they asked him what he think about him fighting Camboso, because Mickey Bay fought Camboso, and he said Joseph Diaz would be a tougher fight than Camboso for Devin Haney. Because Camboso struggled with boxers. I'll just say that. He wants to Selby fight. You use angles and you box, you can easily outbox Camboso. But people talking about he don't have no power. I think he do have power. I think I just think power wasn't the in the game plan for T.O. It was just box him and touch him. So he do have power. But the thing about it is he had physical advantages over Lopez, and Lopez is a fake pressure counterpuncher fighter. Pressure and counterpunching, you talking about aggressive and counterpunch. You can counterpunch, but that's what he is. He's a pressure counterpuncher. He don't fight good on the outside. He's not an inside fighter. He's a guy that sit in the pocket and counter you. When you're talking about Devin Haney, he got way more length than Camboso, speed, and he can do what Lee Selby did, and that's box and use angles and give him issues. So I do think Joseph Diaz was a tougher opponent for Haney. Those pressure guys, for those boxer punchers, those are tougher guys. And I think with Camboso, I think Haney just gonna fade him and just box him and take him to school. And Camboso can always hurt Haney because he can punch. I'm telling you, he didn't have to show it in the Lopez fight. But also, you going overseas, so that's one thing for them to think about. We going overseas. We not knockout punchers, or we gonna get robbed. If we box well, they still gonna take it for us. That's one thing about being a boxer. When you talking about, Paulo Malignaggi, guys who don't have that much power. Historically, Michael Casitas, he didn't knock out the top guys. When you fight guys, man, if I'm going on the road, I gotta knock this guy out. Is it worth it, bro? And they got the belts and how much money they're paying. Is it worth me possibly selling my O or losing my O? Going over there. I think that's a risk they're gonna take, but they got the box perfect. Forget that knockout crap. We got to go over there and box. We got to box. And we got to be perfect. That's the game plan. All that looking to knock him out, Devin, if we hurt him, then we finish him. But we go over there, we got to box this guy smart. We got to box this guy smart. We can't make no mistakes over there. This has to be a domination. And if we get opportunity to take him out, we got to take him out. But until that opportunity comes, we got to box this guy. Flawless victory. Because they will take it from you guys over there. But I got more video on who Kambosos might fight next. Another video coming. But yeah, Joseph Diaz, he agreed. He talked about, Haney having to put more strength in his legs and probably move up in weight. But he said, yeah, he think Kambosos good for Haney. He said he do think Kambosos, outbox Haney. So, he got the Diaz, Diaz approval. He said that, take him to school. So, good fight, man. JoJo came to fight always. Throwback fighter come up short, win. Beautiful. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the video. Check out the Boxing's playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, response, your video request. All my social media links, subscription. Twitter's the fastest way, and Facebook and Instagram. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button, bell icon button. Hit all notifications if you got if you want to get a chance, you want to get the notification, go live, drop a video. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you guys think in the video, and we'll see what happened with Ryan Garcia and Joseph Diaz. I think Garcia might fight him now. He called him a prima donna. He don't know what's going on. So Diaz said he want to fight Garcia next, and Devin said he want to fight Kambosos. So we'll see what happened. Peace.